everyone, it's Farm Nick. Welcome back to another Farming Simulator 2022 video, and today we are back here on Elm Creek once again. And today, it's probably like episode 11 or 10 here, and we're just got the field opened up here, field 10, the big massive wheat field that we got. We got Ethan here on grain cart duty today. How's that 9R giving her over there? Handling her pretty good?
Yeah, pretty good.
I got the 9R on it. I was originally going to put like the 8R on it, but we're like, you know what? Might as well put the big horse to work. He's going to follow me up. The grain cart seems to be doing some really finicky stuff. I've never seen it before. Apparently this is like a thing. We should have enough room to unload the go here, won't we?
Should.
Yeah. So when we get a little bit more close to being full, we'll unload here on the go. Oh yeah, we got lots of room. He's not driving the corn. Perfect. So the nice thing of having the laneway around the outside here is we can actually unload in the go. So we're going to get this field knocked off, and then we're going to go knock the field off around the home farm there. And then we'll be able to get the balers ready to rock and roll, and we'll be able to keep on moving her. So we're at 90% here. Should open her up a little bit sooner. Should be able to get under. Yeah, I was figured that was going to happen. Kind of my fault. Didn't put the auger in quick enough. Wasn't paying attention. I think we're going 6 mile an hour. There we go. I guess you got to pay attention a little harder. You can't be making videos and trying to harvest wheat at the same time. Doesn't go too good. So it's we're a little close. But looks like he's, I don't know, I'm really worried about that tire out there. But the worst thing is, you can't see that snout very good. So it's kind of, the grain cart operator, can you get by that truck or do you need me to stop here? Or, yeah, that works too. We're kind of in his tire. I don't want it to pile up too much there. Yeah, we got a little bit of pile. So have you dumped in that? Yeah, you've dumped in that truck already once too. So we've basically got the headlands in that truck and along with that cart. So he's either going to run back to the farm when he gets that full, he'll stick the grain cart up here or somewhere, and we'll just keep filling it. But I think it's going to be time to go ahead and get ourselves, whereabouts is it? Not auto wagons, trailers. So if we get a Load King that's going to hold 8 tons, it's going to hold a little bit more for not too much more, honestly. It's got a few more hoppers in it. It's got 1, 2, 3 hoppers in it? Should be 4 hoppers, I believe. 4 hoppers in that big of a unit. You get the truck full, or?
Yep.
We just gonna fill everything up, or you want to go dump the truck, or?
Go on, take this down here and go dump it.
Yeah. So I'll unload at the end. It'll be close if I can make her to the end. We'll try and make her to the end, and we'll unload it on the grain cart there. So the nice thing with GPS is you can sit back and kind of watch this head. It's a little different for me seeing the auger over top of the draper. I'm used to just seeing the actual draper, let alone. JD, what do you got for a head? You guys got the old auger head, don't you?
Yeah, we got Draper.
35?
Yep.
Yeah, see, 35 I feel like is a really common draper. I don't know why, but it seems to be a lot of people have like a 35-foot draper. 45 is almost too big. 35 seems to be a pretty common, because you went from an auger head with like a 30-footer, and then you upgraded to a 35, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. See, we did the exact same. So we're just gonna bend over a little bit of corn. We got a little bit left of hay left to bale up. It looks like James did not get. So we got a little bit of big square bales to do. We'll just do that probably before we actually end up doing our baling, but we're just gonna probably go on a baling spree here and actually just bale everything up. I'm not sure if we're gonna do any big square. Might be a little bit, but we'll probably tag team baling straw here. I think is gonna be the plan. Is is I'll get my small square baler going. Get the big square baler, probably in the 8530 or the 8R even. Nice flat field, so we can probably get the 8R on it. That way we can keep the grain cart on the 9R. But we are going to actually need the 9R because we're going to go do some plowing. We're going to go plow some hayfields under after we get them mowed. So we're getting caught up to where I'd like to see us before everyone else gets on. So that is going to be a nice thing. Everyone else is not going to be on for like another 3 hours roughly. So we'll be able to get this done. And then we'll be able to turn around and start getting her baled up. And I'm gonna start editing videos because I got like going on. This will be the 4th video that I have to edit today. So I'm basically, what I've been saying is I'm just plugging in a whole bunch of videos, getting caught up, making thumbnails, getting titles, and just getting everything scheduled. That way, if I run out of time or one night I gotta work later, I can't see it right now. January is gonna be a little bit quieter. I feel like January, usually like January is kind of quieter for us. For them, I guess. This is the first time being with them this long. Oh, sheer power there. Where I'm working. Tractor Supply, same thing. It's normally pretty quiet. It's just after Christmas. No one really wants to spend any money, but it seems like someone bought a toolbox the other day. We were kind of surprised about that. Unload Ethan here. He can go run up and grab. I guess you could probably damn near have a full load here, will you?
Should fill it.
It will fill it, you think?
Yeah.
Pretty close. Or you want to wait for an unload and to go? Like, what are you at, roughly, really?
84.
You might as well go down. I don't think I'll get a full. Because the worst thing is, I can't make a full round. It's kind of why we got to go back and forth. Otherwise, I'd like to put a strikeout in. So I'd be over there on the other side waiting for him. But this field is just yielding so heavy. But I think a lot of it is, if I end up putting a bigger grain tank on this combine, will make a really big differences too. Like, should be, yeah, we can make it decent chunk. Let's go into combines. Lots of combines in here. This is the one we got. Oh, it's not even gonna load. That's great. That's the one we got. So that's the one we have that holds 10,572 liters. That's the same thing. I'd have to go to that one that holds like 13,900. 14. Yeah, I kind of had a feeling we'd be doing that. That's what happens when you get a little carried away in the shop. Did you fill that freaking cart? That truck? JD?
Nah, it needs a little bit more.
So it's hard to say if we're going to get a hopper extension put on this combine. I think it'd be a lot easier on the grain cart operator. But we can play it by ear and see what happens. He's a little close to me, so he'll pull out and we'll slowly go. Get locked on our GPS. Alright, let's give her. GPS is so finicky today. I think a lot of it is, I don't know if the server's having some kind of meltdown today or what, but I don't think it's either used to us really being on here through the day either, so it's kind of just it. So we'll be able to get this field done, and then we'll have to actually end up putting the head on the header trailer, because there's no way I can get across that bridge down there, is there?
Probably not.
That bridge has got some good stuff on the side of her, don't it?
Yeah.
away that way, because otherwise there's fence way down there. It might be able to sneak her down there. But the header wagon's here, it's only going to make sense. Might grab the pickup truck, and then we can just bring the head around and put her on the road and pull the header trailer out of the way. Because I don't really... The only other way I'd have a spot to actually take the head off would be in the yard at home. Which I could do. There's a lot of things where I could do and can't do, so... It's hard to really say. We'll have a decent amount of wheat for a while. We really wanted wheat for the chickens and the straw, but then we planted that oat field way down there as well. Right around that pond is going to be a field. It might go back into hay. It might not. I'm not too sure. It's going to depend on what I can do down at 73. If I can get 73 made into a normal field, I will. But if I can't, I'm going to have to keep it in hay, and we'll just have to put that field into actually something. We got a nice little hay field there. Got lots of corn here to the right of me now. We're not going to make it to the end, so we can almost spear out of here very soon. Very soon.
You want all this going in your bin?
Yep. Just keep putting her all in the bin for right now, and then we'll fill the chickens up and whatever. Is it all gonna fit? Should.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Hopefully it's right. I didn't get really the massive grain setup because I didn't think I'd need it. Kind of regretting that now. But I mean, we could always put up some bins or extensions. But I believe I have a set of bins over here. I think I got 2 bins over here if I can actually use them. I don't think so. It'd be nice if I could. But I don't believe so. Look at this bad boy bailed up very soon. So the last few videos have been a little bit longer ones. We're going to try a little bit shorter video today whenever this one gets done. So if you guys did actually enjoy this video, we're not done yet, don't worry, not done yet. We still got a decent, it might be normal time though I've been quitting. It's hard to say, we still have a good chunk here to do. Like, it's taking a bit of time where we can't solidly have a grain cart. It'd be nice if we had another guy on here just for trucking. That'd make a huge difference. Have a truck driver, combine operator. Probably gonna need that when we get into corn, but at the same time this year we're not gonna have a lot of corn. We got about the same as corn and beans right now. I'm not sure where I'm gonna put wheat either next year. I want to say wheat is gonna go probably up in those fields. I might put it. Like, it'd be nice to keep it around home here for short haul and straw. Like, we got all these fields here we can keep flopping it around in. Wouldn't be too bad of an idea. We could do that. Get that done. This field kind of goes on an angle, so it's soon going to start getting a lot smaller. I'm not sure how far we're going to be able to get. I got my auger out this time, so should be able to see, because you basically see what we got left here for wheat is we got, let's go to the harvest page. So you can see what we got left, and then we still got this chunk here, so we're going to have lots of straw. We got this field already harvested, we got this to do, and then we got all this little bit here. So even if I put wheat in, like this chunk here, it's going to determine on, you can unload and go here. It's going to determine on how much cattle I end up buying, how much straw I'm going to need. Like, if I get a decent amount of straw, like, off this year, I think what I'm going to have, it'd be nice if I don't have to put a lot of wheat in every year, just a little bit to keep adding to my pile, keep the barn filled up. But if I'm going to get over 500 head of cattle here, what I'm planning on doing is I'm going to need the wheat, like the straw ground, especially to spread manure on. Probably grow a little bit of wheat and oats, just for straw. Like, all we're gonna need is a little bit of wheat for the chickens. I think the oats still sell better than wheat does, but I could be mistakenly wrong. I'd have to really look into that. I haven't really had a lot of time to look in to see what crops kind of sell very good, but I know for a fact that corn and soybeans always did sell, and I believe they still do sell very good. So I don't know why that does that. If anybody knows what that's about, the tracks, how they're doing that, let me know down below. But it's kind of, I was like, what the heck's going on? As soon as he pulled it out of the shed, I was like, what the heck is going on here? But I was talking to Riley and Michael about it, and they said, yeah, that's been happening to them quite a bit. So I don't know if that's just a glitch within the dedicated servers, or what that is, but I think that's a little, just a tad strange. The nice thing is, when we get moved into the smaller field around the house there, we'd be able to actually, we can just run the grain cart right in. Like, you can just run the grain cart right up to the yard and unload it right in the elevator. You won't have to use the truck, or we'll even just maybe stick the truck over top of the pit, and then we can just fill the hopper, and then you can unload it. Might take a little bit more pissing around too. That's kind of something we had to do this year for the one guy that has those veal calves and stuff like that. He has like over 1,000 head of veal calves, so we had to do that a lot. Fill his bin up when he needed it. We had we switched out of beans. We were bouncing between beans and corn for him for a bit, and then we got all the beans done. Basically, I'm gonna need you up here. What was it? We were bouncing around quite a bit, and then the one day he called, and we still had a good chunk of beans to do. So I believe we switched the combine over quick, and we went. No, we got rained out. That's what it was. We got rained out. And then we started doing a whole bunch of corn for him. We did like 2 or 3 days. We filled his bin right full. And then we were switching back and forth for a little bit, because some people wanted corn and then it would rain. Basically, we were just trying to speed the process up to keep us moving on something. We had lots of corn to do, so we're like, okay, we're done with corn for a bit, or beans for a bit. It rained. There's no way we're going to be able to go back to them for like a week, so we went and did corn for a week. And then it was dry enough to do beans. Like this year, I felt like it was just kind of all over, where we never normally have to switch back and forth. It was just really a wet year where we ended up switching a lot. Like, normally we switch the combine maybe about 2 or 3 times through the season. Probably about twice usually. Like, we'd switch it from beans and corn about 2 to 3 times usually, where he needs corn, and then we'd be able to get the beans all done, and then we'd be able to leave the combine on corn. But we were bouncing around a little bit more this year. But I think, what did we finish on? Yeah, we did finish with corn. I almost thought we finished with beans for a minute, but no. We did end up finishing with corn. Yeah. Throwing me for a curveball there for a minute, but yeah, we did end up finishing with corn. Like, it was bouncing, like I was saying, it was quite really annoying. We had double crop beans and stuff like that. It was just so wet, where we were waiting on ground frozen, like the ground to be frozen, frost and stuff like that, to be able to get them. I'm gonna need you closer. This is some really good wheat. He's gone dump the truck. Okay. I'll get to where I get. So we still got a lot. Like, this field is a good sized field of wheat. I think I'm gonna have to invest in a bigger grain hopper than what I have on this combine. I know Michael has like the X9, that combine holds quite a bit. But I think it wouldn't be a bad idea if I can get my, even if I had to put it in the other shop, that'd be alright. Like, I'd be okay with that, just to get like the bigger capacity out of the grain tank would be nice. But I believe we're also running like a double yield mod on here as well. Like, the yields, crops in like this game really yield pretty dog. we thought, especially with that live stream. If you guys saw that, like, we were doing, I forget what the heck we were doing. Like, it was yielding really shitty. I was kind of disappointed in how crappy it was honestly yielding. But that just made a difference from running this mod in here and compared to going to the normal base game where we ran no mods on that live stream. So we're putting this combine to work. It is drinking some fuel. It should, with a 45-foot Draper on a 670 here. Probably should have bought like a 770, realistically. But we'll have to keep our eyes out, see what comes up for a combine. It'd be nice when I see an actual decent deal on a combine. These combines did come up on sale a few times. I seen Riley. That's how Riley got his. I got his for him. I seen it come up and I was like, "Yo, you want this combine?" He's like, "Yeah." So he went to a deer. I'm on a deer. Michael's on an X9. So everyone's on green combines right now. Riley's running a little bit of red equipment, a couple tractors, same with Michael, and I am strictly all green, what I normally am. So as soon as JD gets up here, we'll unload on the go again, keep him moving, 'cause I don't think we're going to make it to the end. Tractor goes 26. There he is. You're used to an articulate tractor, aren't you? You got what, a 92 or something on a buggy? Would you run your 9300 or 9400 on a buggy?
No, 92.
Yeah. So you got all articulate tractor, don't you?
Other than the 4440, a couple 4020s, 4430, and the 8410.
Okay, so you do have a few front wheel assists.
Yeah.
Not very many.
No.
We got one articulate, but you like your articulate or you like the front wheel assist better?
I like articulate.
Probably used to those.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of do like the articulates too. It makes a difference when you bounce between them. I will give you that. The hood and everything is such a difference. Especially when you're jumping from years of tractors too. That's another thing that really throws you off. Because I was in, I think I was in like a 2008. Then I went from like a 2008 to 2012. Then I went to like a 2014. And then I jumped all the way up to 2018. Like I was bouncing around tractors one day. I think I was in like 6 or 8 different tractors in one day. Kind of weird. It was a really long day, but hey, then a bunch of different tractors, kind of fun. Some tractors didn't last very long. I took them to a field and said I don't want to run it. You ever had that? Am I keeping you busy?
Yeah.
Better than mowing the last couple days?
Yeah. A lot.
Got a little bit of baling and stuff to do, but mowing is soon going to be done for the season. That's just one thing is you do a lot of mowing when you got cattle. The nice thing with, I guess there is seasons. We're kind of used to having like the seasons in 19 where you'd only be able to make hay at certain times, rain and everything like that. In here, it doesn't matter. So the windrows are really starting to get smaller. Well, I wouldn't say that yet. I got that side, that end pretty straight. It's just taking forever to get this field done. I've been just saving courses for the, if I end up losing the track, for instance, or I can pick it up with the baler. Is going to make it a lot easier trying to get everything picked up. It's going to make it a lot easier. Little torture squares, I don't think the GPS is going to work too good when you got to offset her a little. But I'd probably be able to set up a straight line and just run her. So we should be able to get everything, that truck loaded, or?
Yeah.
We should be able to get the rest on that grain cart there. And we'll get everything moved to the next farm. Stick out our auger again and we'll unload the go. 9R's getting a little dirty from giving her, but I feel like the 9R is decent on that grain cart. It's not going to push her around like an 8R would. But I feel like a 9R is basically for like tillage. They are pretty good on planters. A lot of people use them on planters actually. And tillage, grain cart, and planter tractors basically. But our track, like our 93 that we bought, came from it was a planter tractor and grain cart. That's what it was. It was on a 24-row corn planter, and then I forget what the grain cart they were running her on, but I think a good, probably like a 1,300 bushel grain cart. Maybe a little bit bigger. Can't see by much, but if you guys did enjoy this video, please smash that thumbs up button, subscribe, turn that post notification. Don't forget to go and check all the other videos out, and we will catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys.